Hello and welcome to official Xbox 360 Magazine's OXM report, and this week we're talking to Ubisoft Paris about the long-awaited tactical shooter Ghost Recon Future Soldier. So I'm here with Ramon Campos Areola, who's the lead game designer on Ghost Recon Future Soldier. So last time we saw this game, it was a very, very different game. I mean, what are the changes that you've made since we first saw this game?
So the first time we showed the game was at E3 in 2010, and basically it was our first prototype that was the proof of concept. So everything was in there. There was the Recon part, stealthy with active camo. There was the big fight with cover-to-cover shooting and so on. But it was just a prototype. And then we took almost 1.5 years, 2 years to take that prototype and make it to a full game.
So tell me about the storyline behind the game.
So the story is there is 2 layers in the story. There is the big Clancy story, which is about a weapon smuggling ring that goes all across the world, coming from Pakistan to Africa to the South America, and then when you will uncover that weapon smuggling ring, that will take you to Eastern Europe where it's coming from. So that's the big story. And then there is the Ghost story. Basically at the beginning of the game, the first Ghost team is killed, and so it becomes personal for the Ghost. Okay, they want to do the stuff for the US to uncover the full smuggling ring, but they want to have revenge. They want to catch the guys that killed their men and make them pay.
Can you tell me about some of the gadgets that you have that will help you when you're being stealthy?
So basically we have 3 big families of gadgets. We have all the gadgets that are about camouflage. So basically it's the active camouflage. So that makes you not really invisible, but it allows you to get closer to the enemy, and they will take more time to really see you. At first they will go like, hey, there is yes, there is a guy there, and so on. Then we have all the gadgets related to Intel collection. So that's the drone that you can fly, or you can have him land, and now is much more stealthier. We have the sensor grenades, we have some camera tools and so on. And then we have all the destructions ability, which is EMP grenade, flash grenade, incendiary grenades, frag grenade, and so on.
So you've got quite a variety of sort of locations. It's a very international story, and you've got kind of very tight sort of close quarters combat and more sort of open environments. How does the game change when you're in those different environments?
So one thing that we wanted for Future Soldier is, first we wanted variety in terms of environments, and we wanted variety in terms of pace. And in order to achieve the variety in terms of pace, we alternate phases that are really open and where you can do the fight the way you want it, be stealth, attack directly, flank, and so on. And we wanted phases which are kind of more scripted, where we wanted the player to behave like we wanted in order to have him feel what we wanted to feel there. So, for instance, we have a specific part in a refugee camp in Zambia where we wanted the player to really feel stealth like a predator. He needs to really sneak behind an HVT and figure where he's hiding weapons. And you don't want to be seen, because then he will say, the ghosts are there, and they will call his men, son, so you won't ever find the weapon cache. So here it's a little bit more linear, and you have to be really stealthy and so on. And that breaks the pace versus a different situation where, no, okay, you have to figure where the weapon cache is and you can wipe everybody, so do it the way you want.
And obviously the game's co-op throughout the entire campaign. What are you doing to enrich the sort of co-op experience?
That's one of the reasons we changed the order system. We wanted the order system to work in solo with AI teammates and in co-op with your friends. And we wanted that system to be seamless. So that's why it's marking target, because when you play in co-op, you're like, hey, dude, take the one on the left. Yeah, you know, the one near the car or something. No, here you just have to mark the target and say, okay, take number 1, I take number 2. And you don't even have to say 1, 2, 3, shoot. You just aim at your target, and the game tells you that your teammate is also aiming at his target. And so really, all the work we have done on co-op is to try to have the communication be fluid between players and in-game communication.
And what kind of offering do you have in terms of multiplayer for the competitive players?
So we have a multiplayer mode, which is 8 versus 8, up to 8 versus 8 player with 4 game modes. We have 10 different maps, and you play 3 different classes. And we have a leveling system on which you unlock weapons, attachments, items, and so on. And what is interesting in our leveling system is that you have to make choice. So every milestone in your levels, so every 10 level, I guess, you have to make a choice. So, for example, you're an engineer. Are you going to take the UAVs that allow you to do a lot of recon and pop intel, and that's useful for your team? Or are you going for the sentry turret, which will allow you to be much more efficient in defense, but that won't provide any support to your team? That kind of choice.
Fair enough. Roman, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
For an exclusive hands-on preview of Ghost Recon Future Soldier, pick up the latest copy of OXM on shop shelves right now.